All right, boys, I've been holding off on making the top 10 wide receiver list, and now we got so many cards finally in the game. There are, I think, like 9 promo cards in here. I think there's only 1 core card from the original release of the game, so I had to go ahead and update it. But if you guys enjoy top 10s, I do these on every single position. I also do gameplays on a lot of these cards as well, so make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe, and let's just jump right into number 10 here. If you're looking for cheap, fast coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, check out my sponsor, U4GM, and use code SHU for 5% off your order. At number 10, we are starting off with Hunter Renfrow, and this card is really weird because if you guys do not remember, it was originally Sammy Watkins, and then they changed it over to Hunter Renfrow, so we have a 6'1" Hunter Renfrow. I'm pretty sure in Madden he's always been like 5'10" or 5'11", so yeah, this is basically Sammy Watkins, but white. But at the end of the day, 84 speed, he's still very solid when it comes to that. But when it comes to the stats as well, 85 catching, the short route running is really good. It does suck that he doesn't hit the 80 deep, but I think this is a guy you're probably going to be rocking in your slot regardless. But this is a guy that I got to use for a while. I don't think wide receiver abilities are really too good this year to where you need some of them. The only ones I think that are worth it maybe is takeoff if you can afford it, and then also cutter, which is helping against man coverage. But other than that, I'd use stuff on your quarterback or even your running back. But right now, Hunter Renfrow, still a solid option for how cheap he is. Number 9, this is our, actually no, there are 2 core cards on this, but I think the other core card is just a lot better than the normal ones. But I will say Travis Hunter is a very good card. You guys have got to use his free card from the pre-order, and that card was absolutely amazing. This card came with juice stats though. It's 84 speed, he is 6'1", so the exact same height as our guy Hunter Renfrow right there. But you can see the stats across the board just much better, way better deep route running. The shorts above an 85, the spec catch is 85. The lowest stat he has in his key stats is literally 84. That is amazing for an 85 overall wide receiver. The one thing that is tough though with core cards is that they don't get abilities, but like I said, for a wide receiver, and especially how early it is in the game, I can't take that too much into effect, and I'm definitely just going to take the stats over a guy like Renfrow when it comes to the 9-10 swap. At number 8, we do have Ra Thomas, and I will say it is, I don't know if they're going to keep him in the game. I don't know. He just got kicked off of Georgia, as you guys know. Maybe they just turn him into wide receiver number 9 like they have done in past Maddens. I'm not 100% sure, but Ra Thomas is still a very solid card. He is 6'2", so the tallest guy we've seen yet. 84 speed, and also, let me say this, 82, or 6'2" seems to be the height that is the tallest you can get before you start juking really slow. I've used Jeremiah Smith, Mike Evans, Randy Moss. Once you start getting really tall, your after the catch moves are very slow. You turn a lot slower, but seems like 6'2" and below is where the sweet spot is. But 84 speed, 85 catching, and then you can see it. A lot of really good stats across the board. 85 short to 85 medium. He's a really solid card. At number 7, I might be reaching a little bit right here. It's another 84 speed player. Sooner or later, we're going to start getting better speeds. But we do got Sturdivant. And this is a card, if you watched one of my original best team in college football videos, he was one of my wide receivers on the team. But he was very expensive on day 1. I think he was the most expensive core wide receiver besides Travis Hunter on day 1. And he was absolutely amazing. He's 6'3", 84 speed. And then you can look at the stats across the board. They're all above 80. They're not under 80. I will say I would have loved to probably seen some 85 pluses. But I'm telling you, 6'3", although he can't move great after the catch, a lot of ags happen in this game. I'm telling you, the bailouts with the tall wide receivers, you guys have probably seen it with Mike Evans and Randy Moss a lot. Sturdivant gets him too, man. He definitely does. And at number 6, I want to call him a budget beast. He is under 100K finally, but 85 speed for an 83 overall is ridiculous. I will say, you'll notice the 77 short running, the 79 medium running. That is an L at times, but in the video, and I also did sell my Randy Moss before I ended up picking up a guy later on the list, so I had that kind of intermediate spot where I was just using a random wide receiver. Jeremiah Smith was that guy, and I didn't notice it at all. I'm going to be honest, he was absolutely amazing out there for me. The one thing that does suck, as I mentioned earlier, he is 6'3", so he kind of moves like a turtle after the catch, but other than that, I think his card is amazing for his price, and also being 85 speed, the first 85 speed player on this list. He's very good, dude. I'm telling you, this is a card you should try out, especially for that price range. Now heading into our top 5, we got my man Chad Ochocinco. Chad Johnson, believe it or not, is the only card on this list I have not used. Is that kind of crazy? I normally do use every single card, but I was actually in Chicago when he dropped, and I ended up using CJ2K for the only video because I only had time for one. But I will say Chad is a card that has absolutely dominated me many times. I've played against him a lot. I've actually used him in squads. My friend has him. But 85 speed, obviously he's going to be up here, right? 6'1", and then he's just a much better statistical card. I think I like 6'3" when it comes to like agging and throwing high balls, even coming down to balls as well. But I will say I'll take the route running, and also Chad Ochocinco will get the better juke. He is 86 short running, 85 medium, man. He's a good card. This card is definitely tough. And at number 4, Honestly, he is creeping into budget beast territory. 90,000 coins. He is 90,000 coins right now in the auction house. 6'5", 225-pound Mike Evans. He is the tallest player on this list. The tallest relevant wide receiver, I guess you could say. But 85 speed for Mike Evans is definitely a blessing, especially how long ago he came out. They love to cheat him normally at speed in Madden. So it's good to see a great Mike Evans card. He has great catching stats. They even gave him good route running too. 85 above in the short as well. I'm telling you, this card has came down with so many ags. I've thrown some terrible balls at times, and I've came down and agged people with him. I'm telling you, he is an absolute beast. I will say with the taller guys, I forgot to mention it with Jeremiah, but the takeoff ability on the taller guys make them feel a lot faster too. If you're not getting pressed, if you're playing zone or match, he fries it absolutely. Telling you guys, Mike Evans, dog. I even had a gameplay on him when he originally came out, and I loved him, and he's still on my team to this day. He is my wide receiver 3, but he's still on my team. At number 3, we have our first 86 speed player on the list, Randy Moss at 6'4". I mean, it's Randy Moss, boys. I don't really care about the 77 short running. His deep route running is amazing. The highest in the game right there, I believe, besides the top 2 guys, or besides the number 1 guy at least. But he has 85 plus in all of his catching stats. Being 6'4", 85 plus in all your catching stats is amazing. I will say the one thing that does suck, though, is, like I said earlier, the height. It makes him move terrible. In Madden, he always got one of the best jukes in the game because how skinny he was and how, like, horizontal he can get with his long legs. He cannot juke at all. It is absolutely abysmal. He literally feels like the worst card ever after the catch. He's probably the worst one I've used after the catch, even worse than Mike Evans. But at the end of the day, it's still Moss. You're not looking for the after the catch stuff. You're looking for the ags. You're looking for the big plays. He's going to bring him in. This card's a dog. I used him for a fat minute. I finally just sold him off for our number 2 coming up right here. In that number 2, we got AJ Brown, who I'm surprised is as cheap as he is. I don't want to say 500K is like really, really cheap, especially if you didn't get the glitch. But at the end of the day, 500K for a top 2 receiver in the game, where he even feels like he's in a tier above Randy Moss, I think is an amazing price. AJ Brown, they also gave him an inch as well. He normally is 6 foot in all Madden games, but AJ Brown also getting speed. He never gets speed. They blessed him, gave him better height, gave him amazing speed. He's the only player on this list with 87 speed besides our number 1 guy, and then he has great stats. All of his route runnings above 85 plus, which I love to see, especially when people are running mid blitz, man meta a lot. A lot of people are just all out blitzing because there's really no defense in this game. So you love to see a guy with a route running. Like I said, in the video yesterday, I just used Cutter and also what was it? I used Cutter and the takeoff ability. It was really, really good, but it's super expensive AP-wise, but this card is amazing, man. If you get him, I'm telling you, you're going to love him. And I feel like at number 1, he's really probably not going to get past at least until we get another 88 speed player, but not even just the 88 speed. He also comes with all of his stats amazing, like 90 catching, 88 catching traffic, the spec catches above as well. And as you guys know, the route running, I'm telling you, is crucial right now with people running man. And then also the juke move. I'm pretty sure this year, this is like the first time I think ever that the juke move rating actually matters. Normally it would go off weight. That's the only thing that mattered. But now with 85 juke, you guys have probably seen it on kick returns, probably seen it on jet sweeps. He gets the super, super fast juke, and Luther Burden is lethal out there. I hate playing against the card. I have him myself, but he is miserable, miserable, miserable. An absolute menace out there. He's got to be number 1, man. I think AJ Brown is really, really close, though. A lot closer than people want to admit. All right, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which wide receiver, like, I guess, group are you using. I was going to say which wide receiver are you using, but I forgot you need 3 of them out there. I really probably should add Randy Moss back instead of Mike Evans, but I don't know. Mike Evans has been amazing for me. Let me know what you guys are running. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out, boys.